Nestled in between Nha Trang and Hoi An, there's a small, quiet fishing town called Nguyen. Driving in here was so picturesque and beautiful, tall mountains overlooking turquoise water. Now driving in, there's not a tourist in sight, but what did catch my eye was this flaming crispy rice flour crate with prawns wrapped around rice paper. Absolutely great. What a great way to start off my food journey in the area.
Nguyen is a real change of pace. It's off the tourist trail and you get to experience a typical local village. Its attractions are more personal for me. I learned so much talking to the locals and getting a real insight into their daily lives. This lady shares her normal routine with me. She gets up at 4 a.m. just to secure a good position on the street to sell her pork belly. And this gentleman has been selling vegetables in the same spot for the last 60 years. It's from these street vendors I found Mrs. Ha, who lives about 20 minutes out of town, with a reputation of making some of the finest silken tofu in the market. This family business has been passed down from generation to generation, and one day, these little girls will learn from their mother the finer art of handmade tofu.
They've been doing this for 5 generations. Now I never get to see this at home. The fuel is lit by bamboo sticks. I'm using a ladle which is an old army helmet. It's absolutely great. What an experience. The first step is soaking the soybeans for 24 hours. It is then pressed through a stone mill which creates the soy milk. The milk is then brought to the boil and simmered for half an hour. Then put through a muslin cloth, then a natural coagulant is added, forming tofu curds. The tofu is then pressed and put into molds and weighed for 15 minutes. It is then sliced and sold to the market steaming hot. You simply cannot get better than this. I'm in the small village, buffaloes amongst the hay with kids playing. This is real, this is not all set up. I think I'm getting a bit clucky. I've freshly made my tofu here. It's been steaming hot, freshly squeezed soybean milk. Now for those at home who think tofu is bland, well, I'm going to change you and convert you forever. Now tofu is very soft, it's very clean, it's very delicate, and it carries flavor. First it absorbs it and it carries it along. So use tofu every week, please. I'm going to cut this block of tofu here. This has been pressed for 15 minutes, nice and silky, a little bit firm. Cut this into 4 cubes of around 5 centimeters, maybe 2 centimeters high, just like that. And I'm going to slice them across, just so it's easy to work with, just like so. Now put a crisscross in the middle from corner to corner. Slight cuts there. Kids are having fun behind me. I'm going to mix a bit of lemongrass in there into a bowl. Sliced up chili and a bit of salt, around a teaspoon of salt. And you mix it all up. And you kind of stuff the tofu. You stuff it in the middle, just where you've made your cross, the incisions. Stuff it in there. Be very delicate with your hands because it is silken tofu. You don't want to break it. And fry into oil, just low to medium heat. Oh, something's happened behind me. Someone's hurt. Just coat the tofu and let it absorb all the fresh flavors. And I'm going to pan fry this very quickly, just shallow fry it, just around 1/3 the length of the tofu. Gently put the tofu into the wok, to the oil. Oil should be not too hot, just low to medium. they side down first. Get some kitchen paper to absorb the oil that you don't want. Now don't cook this for too long, just around 2 minutes. Just slowly check it. Yep, almost there. Oh, the lemongrass is all coming out, so fragrant. Getting a bit spicy in my eyes here from the chili. Oh, that's perfect, there you go. Turn him over. And another minute and that's done. Bit of soy sauce, bit of chili, some hot steamed rice. That is so fantastic. Another 30 seconds. That is perfect. And there's my crisp silken tofu fried with lemongrass and chili. Đậu hũ chiên xả ớt. For the last 2 nights, I've rushed up here and just watched these colourful boats arrive. They anchor and they turn on the lights that dot the ocean. They dive, catching crayfish, squid and prawns. I just sit back here and just watch this floating city come alive.
The laid-back lifestyle in Nguyen is infectious. Nobody's in a hurry, even though work is hard in a scorching heat. Locals seem to move at a pace that suits them. I caught a ride with Mr. Nguyen and his buffalo, who offered to take me to a famous pagoda just outside of town. The ride may have been a bit slow, but this Nguyen limousine was a lot of fun.
300 years ago, a young boy and his buffalo were walking and they found a tiny statue of Buddha on the ground. They brought it home to their parents, showed all the locals. Now that was such a good omen. So they opened the Tien Hung Pagoda here. Now the master monk was born on the 7th day, on the 7th month, 1977. And that's such a good luck charm in the Vietnamese culture. So it's such a great honor for me to be here to cook one of their favorite vegetarian recipes.
This pagoda is a lifeline for many children in the area who have been orphaned or have a disability. The head monk teaches Buddhism and tries to help and cure them to assimilate back into the community. Pagodas throughout Vietnam are very important to the local people, some dating back to the 5th century.
Chương trình thứ hai muốn là gửi gắm tới các bạn bè là ở chùa mình là có nhiều món ăn ngon lắm. Chúng ta hôm nay là không có cái tục lệ.
It's such a great honor and a privilege to be here as a guest. Head monk here at his pagoda. They put on this fantastic, huge vegetarian banquet. So much food, so much color, so much energy, and he's here and he's blessed it all. He's given me these lucky long life bands, which is so lucky to have. Everyone's going to enjoy the meal. Thank you very much, Ông Thầy. Thank you. Now back home, when I go to temples, I go there to wind down, to relax, to meditate, to pray and say hello to my late grandmother. Now Buddhists believe in reincarnation. They can come back as a horse, as a dolphin, or even this little kid here. So they don't eat meat or fish at all. So I'm here at this temple to make you a very easy lotus leaf dish. We've got peas, fried tofu, carrots, lotus seeds, shiitake mushrooms, and I'm going to steam this in this gorgeous lotus leaf. Now the lotus can be used so many different ways. We eat the root, we eat the stem, we eat the flower, we eat the seeds. It's such a versatile plant. Now I've got my little helper here, Gertie. His name is E, he's 12 years old and he's an orphan. And he lives at this monastery here, this temple, and he's taught how to cook, about Buddhism, and how to do Kung Fu, which comes later on, doesn't it? Okay, so cho chút xíu dầu đi anh. I'm just going to saute and stir fry these vegetables very, very quickly. Start with my lotus seeds, carrots, fried tofu, green peas, and shiitake mushrooms. Now these shiitake mushrooms were dry and I rehydrated them for around 20 minutes in water, cooked them up. So just a quick stir fry, just a minute or so. Still want it to be nice and crisp. Okay, I'm happy with that. Just transfer that, save that for later on, and onto my rice. Now when you're doing fried rice, make sure the rice is obviously cooked, but it's also dry. So I refrigerate my rice for around 24 hours just to make it nice, dry, and you can cook it easier. So a bit of oil, into the same hot pan. Very good. Bit of oil there, throw in the rice. This is around 2 cups of rice. So you get two of these in there, toss it around nice and evenly until it dries out. I'm going to season this with a bit of salt. Bit of salt, sprinkle that on. Bit of pepper, deal. I got up here, who cut your hair? The master. Bit of pepper. And I'm going to throw in a bit of soy here as well. Bit of soy for colour. There you go. Not too much. Now I was told not to put soy in this recipe, but I like soy in my rice. Toss it around, bit of colour. And once that's all done, I'm going to throw in my vegetables again. And throw that back in. Toss that all together. Get your other one evenly out. Okay, so now when I'm happy with that, I'll get my lotus leaves, which I've put in some hot water just to soften up a little bit, so when you fold it up, they don't break. You need to do that, remember. Okay, that's good. Now I've got 2. One big one for the bottom, and a smaller one for the top. And what I've got to do is line it with a shiitake mushroom, some lotus seeds, just around the edges, so when we break it open later on with the presentation, nice and pretty. Carrots around the lotus, just so it looks like that. So you transfer the rice into your bowl of lotus leaf, and I'm going to fold this 6 times. Okay, so I start from the tip here, fold down, compress it down. The right corner, fold it, compress it down. Bottom right corner, fold, down. How many times was that? Was that 5? So that's my 6. There you go. Now again on the outer leaf, fold down, press it down. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So now I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to steam it for 5 minutes and it's done. Take him out of the steamer. It's going to be quite hot. Carefully onto the plate. Look at that. Oh, that looks fantastic. Now with a sharp knife, I'm going to cut very intricately just 1 layer of the leaf because there's 2. So just cut the first layer. So really soft, gentle hands. And the other side, from the other corner to the other corner, remembering not to cut the other leaf, the underleaf. Got to be so careful. Great, fold that back. Now you do the same again from the middle this time. And you fold it back and you find that it's going to look like a lotus leaf now. It's forming. The rice is revealed. It's going to use a stammen to garnish. And all these little petals, beautiful purple, pink, white color. I'm going to garnish it around the plate. Devil? Yeah, he thinks it looks beautiful, so do I. And there you have it, vegetarian rice steamed in lotus leaf. Cơm chai gói lá sen. This is a young bamboo shoot. I love using this in my cooking. I use it because I love the crunch. Right now it's in its raw form. Peel the shell off and you boil it for around 3 hours and it looks like this. Quite soft but quite crunchy. Now you can pickle it and put it in sour soups just for that sour element, or you can shred it like this, throw it in salads, or just a really quick simple stir fry. This is powdered turmeric. You're probably familiar with it at home. This is the turmeric root. If I break off a bit, great for colour to put in curries. Slice it, peel it out. Look at the colour, nice orange yellowy colour. In Vietnamese cuisine, we would chop it up, pound it, marinate it with fresh fish and char grill it in banana leaf. Absolutely delicious. I was at the market very early this morning and I came across these really delicate fine thread noodles and I just had to find out how they were made. And you know what? This is the dish in itself. Just a bit of oil and some shallots or some spring onion. Delicious.
This is Mrs. Phuong and Mrs. Vung. It's hard to believe they've been making vermicelli noodles for the past 50 years. The exact same work day in and day out. The process is similar to making tofu. However, rice is used instead of soybeans. The rice is soaked overnight, boiled, and mixed for hours on low heat until the consistency is thick and silky.
Now this is such hard work. The rice batter have become so congealed together that it takes so much effort and it's a team effort. So these ladies, these 73-year-old ladies have to swap every 10 minutes or so. Like, that, right, ready back, righty, righty. Righty back, righty, righty. She doesn't want to go, she's loving it. She's exhausted, the poor thing. We'll give her a massage.
Mrs. Phuong's great-grandson is down the hallway doing his homework, while Grandma squats and rolls a dough for the antiquated noodle-making machine, as I call it, and it sometimes needs a little persuasion to get going. The rolls of dough are squeezed through tiny holes, and Mrs. Vung's expert skills guarantees the noodles will be a perfect length every time.
The noodles are then steamed for 5 minutes and they're ready. Oh. Gorgeous. Now obviously the master of this dish is these vermicelli noodles. This is what I'm here for. Now I can eat this just on its own. It's so soft, it's so delicate, really fluffy. It's like eating soft rice vermicelli fairy floss. Unbelievable. Now I'm going to char grill some prawns. Got a prawn here. I'm just going to put a skewer straight through the tail, up its body, out its head, so when I'm grilling it's nice and straight. There you go. Gonna put around a dozen of those on, put 6 at a time on my coal grill here. Don't want to grill that for too long, just a few minutes. Blacken that. While they're grilling, I've got some fried red Asian shallots that I've cooked in oil. Now look at this. This is Vietnam for you. Banana leaf, tied up, cut into little strings, used as a brush. Unbelievable. What's that, Grandma? Bit of oil there. Now I love doing this because they're all surrounding me and they're telling me how to do my job, but they know more than I do, so I'll listen to them. Now that's all oiled up. Now this is garlic chives. Just here, really kind of soft flavour, a hint of garlic flavour. I love it. Finely chopped, sprinkle on the top. Now I'm not going to use this whole tray, I'm just going to use a bit of it because I'm just going to make a few rolls for you. Like that, that's looking great. Some fried shallots that I fried earlier on the top, and some roasted peanuts. Now that rooster is not having a good time over there. I hope it's not getting slaughtered. On the top there, just checking my prawns. As soon as they discolor, just going to turn them over. A few more minutes. Now I've cut the green mango, quite tart, very sour. Green banana, cucumber, some lettuce leaves, and an assortment of fresh Vietnamese herbs. Going to make a quick roll. So I'll start with a lettuce leaf, just on the tray plate like that. Turn these over. Oh, they're almost ready. They're good. I'll just wait until that's finished, and then I'll start my fresh roll. Now in Vietnam, what we do, we eat the whole prawn. We eat the head, we eat the tail, we eat the shell, everything. But I'll peel it this time for you. Now, if you are game enough to try it, you peel the head off, you suck the juices. I'm going to keep grilling that, and the legs, I just eat the whole thing. All about texture, all about crunch. Oh, perfectly cooked. But I'll peel this one for you. So I get one of my really thin vermicelli noodle, get my prawn. Actually, I'm not going to peel it for you. Either way, I eat it. Wrap it up, just like that. Put a bit more garlic chives on there. Do you like that? There you go. Yeah, she approves. Okay, I'm happy. Put this on the lettuce leaf from the tip. Green mango, green banana, cucumber, just above there, and an assortment of fresh herbs. Perilla, fish mint, mint. Go crazy on the herbs. Very good for you. Oops, there goes oil. And all you gotta do is make a roll. Really fresh, great flavour, great texture, so good for you. And I do believe that's how these ladies stay so youthful. Bit of fish sauce there for dipping. I'm gonna dip it in there and offer her one. Bác mời bác ăn thử ha. Đây. Bác ăn đi. Rồi, chấm ăn, chấm ăn. Bác chấm ăn nữa đi. She likes it so much she wants to share it. Bác, bây giờ bác này. Bác ăn vỏ tôm được không? Chấm. Chấm ít gì? Cái đậu. Ngon ha. She said she loves it. She said it's the best roll I've ever had in my whole 73 years of being here. It's my fresh lettuce roll with charcoal prawns and steamed vermicelli. Bánh hỏi, tôm nướng. Nguyen has been such a special place. It's quiet, it's untouched by tourism, and I've learned so much about my culture and traditions and how things were done centuries and centuries ago. Check this out. I'm definitely coming back here. Unbelievable, he's doing it all himself. Hey, what? Good boy, mate.
Next week, I keep travelling north to Hoi An.
The best way to get around Hoi An is by bicycle. Now I've just come from the markets and bought some fresh herbs, green mango.
A charming, beautiful town, rich in history and culture. I set up on the street corner and make a green mango salad and catch up with my old friend Mr. Lam and make a classic clay pot chicken.
I don't get to cook this dish at home. It's in a clay pot and the chicken is steamed with no